Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Veracity, and I'm on just the webcam instead of the gameplay just because I want to talk about something. Okay, look. This morning I had to go and get stitches on this finger right here. I'm not sure if you can see it. I think I put the ointment and my other bandages in the bag. But what happened yesterday was, okay, so I was setting up my new bed together yesterday, right? So I got out all the supplies, but they were heavy as fuck. And by the way, I was under the impression that this bed came with a mattress, but it didn't for some reason, so I'm just using my old one, which is weird because it's a full-size bed. I'm using a queen-size mattress, but it's not a big deal. I just, even it out between the wall and on the other side of the bed, so it kind of fits perfectly. But so I got to the wood planks because this bed, a lot of it is just like the heading and the footer of it is a bunch of wood. So I went to go cut one of the zip ties off of the wood, right? So instead of a scissors, which is so stupid, if you cut something like this, use scissors, don't use a knife. I got my pocket knife and I went to go take it, and it's just difficult to get the leverage because these zip ties are fucking difficult to cut through. So I put my hand next to it and I was like, I don't want to cut myself because whenever you say you try to twist the cap as hard as you can, and as soon as you get done, your arm just like jerks off like that. That's kind of how it is when you put so much pressure on something, and then whenever the object you're trying to cut releases, your hand basically just goes forward because you're putting so much pressure onto cutting it, and you're not thinking about whenever it jerks how you're gonna jerk it, keep it balanced so your hand doesn't just jerk forward through it. So I was thinking that, but for some reason I didn't do anything about it. So I put my hand on top of the wood plank for leverage, and whenever I took the knife, was trying my hardest to just rip through the zip tie. So what happened was my hand was like this, right? I was pushing down on top of the plank, and as soon as it went through, the pointy part stabbed through my pinky, and it probably went about 4 or 5 millimeters, probably about a centimeter or two deep. And so my initial reaction was to let go of the knife, which I did. I let go and it hung in my pinky for maybe like half a second, enough for me to notice. So then I covered it up, and then I went to the bathroom, and there was literally blood all over the countertop. So I was like, fuck, I done fucked up. I done goofs, right? So then I just get a towel, I wrap it up, and I keep it there for about 30 minutes, right? I'm like, I didn't realize how deep it was. I was like, this blood, I was like, the wound must have clotted by now. So whenever I took off the towel, it was bleeding really, really bad. And so I got the ointment, I got the band-aids, which are like extra long band-aids. Like this, wrap around like 3 times, and it's just one single band-aid. So I put that on, and then I woke up this morning, and I got in the shower, because I was like, it's fine, it doesn't need stitches. I got in the shower, and then I was in the shower, and I noticed it because I was cleansing it in the shower. I was like, this thing is still bleeding. I was like, it's been 12 hours since this happened. And by the way, this was before I set the bed up together. So I cut it, put it in, did all that towel wrap shit, then put it in the band-aid, and then put my bed together afterwards. So, by myself. So, I woke up, I was like, I went to go put my shirt on for the day, and then I went to itch my head. I set this down, and I felt like the blood dripping out of my band-aid. I know this is like disgusting, and I looked, and there was like blood all over my shirt, and I was like, I gotta go get this shit checked out by a doctor. I should have went there yesterday, but I don't know why. Anyways, I just want to say that, and now we'll get into the gameplay. Alright, what's going on, boys? It's Veracity, and as you can tell, we're on some free from London Docks, and we are here with the gumshoe. I got it in a winter supply drop, I'm pretty sure. And it's probably my favorite variant that I have now. I do like it more than the Heroic Ranger, which I'll have a gameplay after this with that. I've been using the gumshoe for a while. It's just so damn cute. I like how small it is, and it has like a little bit of tape right there. But we're going to do a live comm with this, and then hopefully a live comm with the Ranger. Hopefully this lobby works out well. With that shot off the rip, even though I missed the first shot. I love this map, except I still haven't figured out all the places that I want to just parade around. On this map, I just go to the left side or mid. Any of the lanes, really. Just mid map on any of the lanes I go down. And I find this to be my favorite one, just because you have a little bit more cover. I think I don't know what that guy's doing. I think the middle one is a little bit more trafficy. And apparently this guy can hear me, even though he actually can't. It's a bit more trafficy, so I do die a lot just because you have to keep running around that little like pillar or statue. I'm not exactly sure what is there. What's he doing? Is he trick shotting in free for all? It does kind of seem like they ruin search and destroy with the kill cam thing. I know like search and destroy is big for trick shotters. You just got destroyed, but they do ruin that game, which, you know, it is what it is. I mean, it's just Call of Duty, but and they could just go play ranked play if they wanted to, if they care that much about it. But, you know, some people still like to play casual. It's just, I was just playing it. I was playing it to win, but I just had these like 4 or 5 trick shotters who just kept going for trick shots, and it wasn't even at the end of the round yet. So I like didn't understand it. I mean, it is what it is, not the biggest deal, but it's kind of like ruins the game because they would take a shot, give away mine and their position, and teammates are basically everything in Search and Destroy. I mean, you need them badly. It is hard to clutch up, and she's gonna push now. Okay, turn this dude's music off. I hate when people just sit there and do that. Okay, we're just gonna throw this up. I feel like that was a bad idea. Now someone's gonna come kill me. Bang. And we didn't get a kill. Come on, where are you at? As you can tell, I'll show you at the end of this game or at the beginning of the Ranger gameplay I'm gonna have. I'm about to get stitches on my pinky because of a incident that I had with my bed yesterday. I basically just fucked up my pinky very badly. I can't tell if I was on an 11 streak or a 12 streak or what. But I did hit 7th prestige, so the emblem looks a lot cooler. But I think I'm top almost 2,000 in the world right now. Top 3,000 maybe, definitely top 3,000. But I want to get a bunch of kills in free for all. I think I have 3,000, so I want this RC to be pure free for all. Which I'm not the best at hitting clips. I'm pretty consistent with it, but I never hit like the craziest clips in the world, especially for RCs like this. I usually just hit average to below, just average clips really. But I get pretty consistent with them. So I probably hit like 4 clips a day. I get pretty consistent, you know, not the most consistent, but you got to take into consideration. I've only been sniping since March, and I started off on a BO3, so I mean it's just kind of cool. And at the beginning of BO3, I didn't realize that the sniper. I mean, I didn't know like much about Call of Duty, like to like the nitty gritty. Like I've been playing COD all my life. I've been playing video games all my life. I like didn't realize that because I knew that the sniping felt different because I quickscoped on BO2 a lot, just because that's whenever I started to get huge. WW2, WW3, not much of BO1 just because of the whole it's hard, even though that's my favorite. That's a lot of people. That's like the hardcore sniper's favorite. But so I would like I would watch videos on how to quickscope, but I would just look that up. I wouldn't say how to quickscope on BO3. I would just look up how to quickscope, and that would pop up. So I'd be like, okay, they want you to snipe on a higher sensitivity for like reaction time. I was like, that makes a bit of sense. So every game I would itch my sensitivity up just a little bit, and this was on PC, so the players they don't miss on PC. I mean, they're not as good as, you know, people think they are. Like keyboarding, everyone thinks that keyboarding is like basically aimbot. It's not as easy as what you think. Even the people who are amazing at it, they still do miss some. But people think that if you don't miss a shot, you got to be keyboarding. And I can identify whether someone's keyboarding or not, because it always looks a bit more shaky. Like the shots look a little bit shaky. Their screen moves around in a different way. So if you've played, it's pretty easy to tell if someone's using a what's it called or not. So I can tell that. But so I would itch it up every single game until I got to on that game. I think it's 4.0, and you could itch it up by decimals. So I got to 4.0, which in that is 14, and then 2 is like the equivalent of 7. So I started out on 7, then itched my way up to 14. And I was actually not bad at it. But it's just weird how I got used to 14 sensitivity with absolutely no aim assist. I thought that was cool. But we did pretty good that game. I went on some decent streaks, but I think I died a few times. Let's see the kill cam. 1. Do I turn on this guy? Oh, don't do him like that. Don't do geeking like that. He still did pretty good. He beat me. But anyways, we're going to hop in this Ranger gameplay right now.
I got big dream, and you got quick scheme to get rich quickly. And I don't wanna waste another hour. Really need to take another shower. Dirty for you.
Big business, big booty bitches, black on black business.